Hello and welcome to day 2. So today I am making lots and lots and lots of keto pancakes. So I have my assembly line here. I've got the round one and I've got the child square ones. And they come out like this. They're pretty thin, but they're pretty nice. And these come out like this. I've shown this before. This is the best. This is the best keto recipe. So my assembly line, as shows, this is eggs. 8 eggs, 1 thing of cream cheese. I have baking powder and stevia. And that's all it takes. Put it in a blender, blend it up, and I have these that I'm just using to pour it into. So this is going to be, I'll probably eat 2 of these with sugar-free syrup and sugar-free jelly. Right now my jelly is strawberry and I believe, yeah, grape. So I have grape and strawberry and I'm using this one. So that will probably be my dinner for tonight, my one meal. The rest of what I'm cooking, I'm going to literally cook up at least 60 eggs, probably more, just for this batch tonight. And I'm going to put them into Ziploc bags, gallon Ziploc bags, into like servings for a family, or single servings, or both. And I'm going to take them, put them all out in the freezer, and get them out when needed, because they heat up really, really nicely. Very good. For butter, you can put butter on them, but if you're gonna do that, it's just very little butter because it doesn't like absorb like a pancake or waffle would. So it's kind of doesn't taste so good. But these are perfect just the way they are, I think. So no syrup, just decided on the strawberry. Hi guys, I have you up on a makeshift tripod, so hopefully you will not adjust yourself. I wanted to come in here just because it's like one of my only private places, even though people will knock on the door and still ask me if I can find something for them. So I wanted to say during this, it's been a few days that I have actually been on this diet. I must say that don't get discouraged if you like gain weight on this diet, because I just have. And this morning I was like, I'm not going to even talk to my husband about it, because he's like, when I gain weight, I feel like he's not supportive of it. And let me just come out and say, if someone is not supportive when you gain weight, then don't say anything. It's okay not to say anything. But what has been really important to me, and it's just because he's a man, right? Like, he's already lost a bunch of weight. And I lost a bunch of weight too, but I gained some back today. But guess what time it is? Yes, Aunt Flo and Uncle Tom came over. So I'm not going to get real mad about it, because that's just what happened. But I've been keeping a journal. And one part of it has my food and my feelings. I'm not going to say like what I'm feeling right now, but basically what it entails is please keep a journal. For years and years and years, when I kept a journal and I wrote in it like after every meal and before bed and when I woke up, I was like obsessed with it, and then I realized that it was causing me to eat more because I wanted to write in my journal. So what I've been doing is like every other day, or whenever I think about it, or whenever I have time, I'm watching a movie with my husband, I'll just scribble down what I did yesterday, what I did today, right? So do it every couple of days. So it's not, I have these things where just like certain things trigger me to eat more. I just don't do them anymore. Like triggering food to me, which we do have trigger foods in the house, which is bread, but I'm so inspired to like stay on this because I feel good. I actually feel good. I haven't felt good in a really long time. I'm still in pain. I have pain. It has lessened in my knees to the point where I'm not, we have like a sliding glass door and a walk up. I'm not like holding on to the sliding glass door for my life to walk up the stairs right now. I have to walk slowly, but I'm not in excruciating pain where I'm afraid that I'm gonna break. So that's good. Just to write, I'll give you an example. Like I have 5 pretty pens that I use. I'll give you an example of different pages, different categories of things that I'm writing in. This is my special notebook that I paid $1 for. It's a binder that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it's so special. It's very bright so I can see it and not lose it, but I'm not obsessed over it, so I can write in my journal. So I wrote down what I wanted to write in my journal, and I'll tell you what I don't write in my journal. So my diet journal, here is my ideas of things to write down in it. Morning weight, before drinking anything, and after using the bathroom. My naked weight. Haven't done that, which is a good thing. Please don't weigh yourself every day. It's not really good. I just wanted to do it as a reference, like, was that meal I ate last night? Was it too much? But now I'm on my Tom. That was probably too low, sorry. I can't see myself because it's on a rig and it's like blocking half the screen, but I just looked, and sorry if you're offended by that. 2, I wanted to write all the liquid intake for the day. That's too obsessive. I haven't written that down. Stop, okay? I see the things that I am doing. I know what I want to do, and then I see what I can't do. So I'm okay with that. I'm not feeling guilty. Don't write it down, it's obsessive. Drink throughout the day, okay? Bathroom habits for the day and nighttime. This kind of is a little helpful. Like, how many times do you go to the bathroom in the day? How many times do you go in the bathroom at night? When I was in Israel, I actually had to count. I had preeclampsia with my last daughter. For the last month and a half, I had preeclampsia. So I was having some issues going to the bathroom. The last couple of weeks, I was unable to, like, pee very much, which made me feel so sick. Ended up having some kidney issues. I'm getting that resolved now. She's 5. So I'm getting all of the stuff resolved. But when you have preeclampsia, the thing that you always hear is, oh, when you have the baby, it cures itself. It's just gone. That's not true. Trust me, I found out the very hard way. That's not true. You do feel a little better. I was able to pee after I had my daughter, but the effects that it did while you were pregnant, and they kept me pregnant for a month and a half with it. They had me in the hospital a lot overnight and for 3 or 4 days just to monitor me that I wasn't going to die and the baby was okay. They had a 24-hour monitor on the baby's heartbeat, which was great. I'm glad that she's like the most amazing little girl ever. She's super, super happy. I don't know. She's amazing. She's very healthy. I had like the worst pregnancy ever with her, but everything's good. But I wanted to say, after I had her, I was going to the bathroom only at night. I was living in Israel, and I don't know if like the world is different on that side of the world. You know how like the toilets flush? In Australia, they flush the opposite way than they do in America. I don't know if my brain was like off because you have like is it circadian rhythm or something in your brain with the day and night? But I was going to the bathroom 9 times at night. Now, when I'm like not pregnant, not doing anything, I'm getting my health sorted out, I only go to the bathroom maybe once at night, and usually it's early in the morning, and I just go ahead and get up anyway. 9 times at night, and I wasn't going any in the day. And I wrote that down because that's helpful to know for some reason. Also, I wanted to write down how many bowel movements I've had. And actually eating less, I have had more bowel movements, and they have been normal. I have gastroparesis. That is like relatively new within the past maybe 5 or 6 years. It's gradually gotten worse and worse. When it first started, I was like, what is going on? Like, I'm gonna die. Like, there's something seriously wrong. Went home, they didn't do anything about it. Basically, they're like, we'll keep watching you. That's what the mentality with Israel doctors, they're like, oh, you can't breathe? Well, come back in like a month and we'll see if you're still breathing, and then we'll just keep watching it. And I'm like, I'm dying. I'm literally dying. So I had to actually almost literally die and have to get rushed to the hospital before anybody like gave me medicine for it. I think if you go in and you look like me, you're bigger, you get judged automatically. Well, you're fat because you can't breathe, so you're fat. And that's exactly what happened when I went in. So it's like, I know, a lot to talk about on day 2, right? When you go in, you just get judged, and you hope that like the doctor that you go to can help you. Eventually, I did go to a doctor. He heard me breathing in the waiting room. He never came out, but he heard me in the waiting room breathing. And that was my life. That was my normal life. I walk in and he's like, you need a breathing treatment right now. He gave me a breathing treatment. This is a doctor in Israel. Doctors that I saw were all like, hands off, because I was fat. And they would literally say that. You need to lose weight. You're too fat. You need a surgery. You need to have surgery so you can breathe. Actually, no. Let me get off of that because that is so frustrating. After that, my breathing has been taken care of. We're all good to go with the breathing. I don't have where I have bubbles anymore. I don't have mucus up to here. I'm not like coughing all the time. I'm good. Good. Here's another one. Every morning, I want to ask myself, how do I feel? And this is a good one. How do you feel when you wake up? Because literally every day, you know, the Matrix movie, when she falls down, Trinity, get up. Just get up, right? So every morning, since that movie's been out for 20 years, I've said that every morning. I dread getting up. I don't know if I'm going to be in pain when I stand. Don't know if my joints will be together when I stand. I hate getting up. I hate getting up. I hate getting up. However, it's not really been an issue for the past couple of days. And I know I'm posting about day 2, but I've been on it for like 4 or 5 days now because the videos are delayed. So it's not been an issue for the past couple of days. I can't remember even saying that. So just get up. Ask myself how I feel. Am I bloated, sweaty, or clammy? That's basically from POTS. Or if I ate too much salt the night before. I can't just stand here. I have to be leaning on something. You can't just stand when you're, and I'm on the counter right now, but you can't just stand when you have POTS. It makes you sick. So if I'm leaning, I'm fine. If I'm doing, like if I'm waiting and I don't have a buggy in front of me, a good thing for me to do is a figure 8. Like this. It makes you look like you're a little crazy, especially when you're doing it in the store, and maybe you're feeling like sweaty and clammy. If you don't, you'll have to lay down right on the floor in front of people, and I've had to do that before twice, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So keep moving if you've got POTS from EDS. Am I light? With a bounce in my step, with energy, that's the physical part of it. And the mental health, am I happy? Am I excited for the day? Because usually I wake up with dread that my day is very, very quick. I used to have very long days. Now that my husband is home, my days seem to go very, very quickly. I've been having like a bit of a cough, so I feel like I'm having some stuff come up that shouldn't be there in my lungs, and I'm here for it. I like that. Am I happy, excited for the day, or dread? Anxious, depressed, dread. Like imminent doom is about to happen here. That's a feeling that I wake up with sometimes. I'll talk about this tomorrow, but I went to see my mental health guy. I had put this off for years, and I had been waiting for his appointment for 9 months, and when I finally got in, I felt like he was trying to help me, but I'll talk about that tomorrow, probably, or the next day, or whenever I feel like it, or if I don't feel like sharing it, I won't. I've been on YouTube for way too long. At the end of the day as well, I want to see how I feel physically. I want to see how I feel after a meal. I'm using this basically as a elimination diet because of gastroparesis. I get sick a lot. With these foods that I have been eating this week, I'm not sick. It's like the first time I haven't been sick every single day, like consecutive days. I can't remember how long. I can't remember how long I haven't been sick. This part of it is like worth it to me. My meals are extremely small. 2 waffles with a couple scoops of sugar-free jelly. That is extremely small. My meal last night was really big. I could only eat half of it. Gave the other half to Hadar. This is a way of giving my body a break. I'm asking, am I sick? Was I able to eat it at all? Was I burping for hours afterwards? Because I'll just sit and burp in the air. You can hear I'm not actually burping, but the air from it, like, hello, I'm rotting, get rid of me, and I want to throw up because it like grows and grows and grows. My food doesn't go down, and then I will have to throw up. I haven't had to throw up. It's great. It's great. It's great to just be able to eat. And these are safe foods that I'm eating for me. Everybody's different with gastroparesis. I can't eat soup. I can't drink protein shakes. I have tried like a gulp of smoothie. I've been fine with that, but I can't drink a whole smoothie. There's like no way. I don't know why, because it seems like that would go right down, but it doesn't. It's a very bad feeling. Yeah. And at night, how do I feel before bed? Do I have pain, and where is it? I'm gonna have pain. Most of my pain right now is in my knees, just because I have an exceptionally large amount of fat clumped right on my knee, and I have EDS on top of that. So the lipedema and EDS are like, it's very heavy on my knees. So my knees hurt. Am I hurting anywhere else? Like, not more than usual, less than usual. So I think that's good. And what was my activity? Let's move right along because I have not exercised yet. Okay, and then I have another page, another section, meal ideas. What meals could we eat? And I asked Hadar, what do you want? He said, whatever you're gonna make. So I said, okay, whatever I make, you're gonna eat. And you're gonna eat it when it's hot because I don't wanna see you eating cold food, okay? And then another page is what I ate for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. What Hadar ate, my husband. So I put his in blue and mine is in pink. So, and then the next page, the food and feelings. You know, I wrote down all of, and it's only like 5, but I noticed that like I wrote very little, and then day 3 is like that, but it's only like 5 lines, how I feel. And then some supplements and vitamins that I must take. Those are for like EDS. I take L-lysine with vitamin C, biotin for my hair, because my hair has been falling out for the past 5 years, and it's a mixture of things that causes it. I was low iron. Now I probably am not, because I don't sleep 18 to 20 hours a day for a year. I was low in vitamin D. I was deficient. Now I'm inefficient. So I need to raise it a little bit more, but it's getting better. And both of those things cause hair loss. And then we take probiotic. I do take iron. I take vitamin D3 with K2 and ashwagandha for memory and mood. And I do notice the difference if I don't take it, but it does take a while to start working. And I've taken that on and off since I lived in Israel, and that's been probably 8 years I've been taking ashwagandha. It doesn't give you energy. It doesn't give me energy. Oh, and then I have a honey-do list, and that's the first page. So that will never leave because that never gets done. I wanted to share with you what I put in my journal, and I do encourage you that, especially if you're doing this diet for elimination purposes and you want to see what actually makes you sick and what foods are safe for you. I don't know if the safe foods are going to become foods that make me sick. I don't know if it works that way, but so far for probably the past year, these are my safe foods. The other safe foods that are not good for me are breads, crackers, and Atkins bars. I don't want to live on that. That's like very highly processed. It's just something I don't want to live on. I want to eat real food. I want to eat healthy foods. I want to eat one ingredient, have like 10 of them on my plate of one ingredient, you know? So if you're doing that, please keep a journal. I used to roll my eyes at journals because like it was a trigger for me, but do it every other day if it's like a trigger for you to make you want to eat. It is hard. It is hard to stick to one meal a day. And I do force myself, like at 4 o'clock, I need something to eat. I force myself to wait until 6 o'clock because that will be better for me to be able to go to sleep. We go to sleep at like 11. If I eat at 6, that's your body, it takes like 5 hours to empty its stomach. So if I go to bed at 10 or 11, that's pretty much, I should be okay. I do drink a whole Propel right before bed. It fills my stomach up. I'm able to chill out and relax. And that's an electrolyte water. I was recommended to drink electrolytes because of EDS, so that may be something you want to look into if you have EDS. My doctor highly recommended it. It has no sugar. It's clear. It's like Gatorade, but clear and better. It tastes better. I love the kiwi strawberry. Highly recommend a journal. I have my pens right here that I just put in it's like one of these plastic pages with the thing on it. And I just stuck my pens in here like that. So, you know, it's a special little me time that I take like 5 minutes to go through and just write down stuff. So it's good to get that out. Why can't you just do that? You know, because they don't understand it. But yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, let me know what you put in your journal every day. I want to know the details. Just like the main topics. And I will see you again tomorrow because I'm making a video every day for 30 days. So show up and I'll be here too. Have a good day. Take care.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out last week's video and my other channels, Fully Living, Fully Cooked, and Fully Fun. Have a great day.